Could you tell me about the new camera?
There's a lot to talk about on this new camera.
All right.
So I have a couple questions for you, and the first question being, what has happened since the release of the Millennium DXL?
All right, what has happened since last year's CineGear 2016? Many things have happened. What we're doing right now is we introduced a lot of things at CineGear last year, and a lot of it is actually coming together for the first time and actually becoming true reality right here, right now in 2017. Right. A lot of it is actually the modules, the actual accessories, the I/Os, the power outputs that we promised to actually do is becoming reality and is coming together as a complete camera system. That is actually happening right now to the point that we have these cameras going out on jobs, commercials, TV shows, and feature films. Right. Namely, one of them is the actual HDR Viewfinder over there that you could see in the kiosk over there. What it is a 600 nit HDR Viewfinder. It is one of the first in the industry. It provides a very good high dynamic range viewing system for the DXL. And the thing is, most or all cameras, all digital cameras are high dynamic range already. What that provides is the actual native dynamic range of what the camera sees, right? So for camera operators who really want to see in the darks, who really want to see the highlights, they're not going to be clipped out or saturated, right? So they could actually operate very close to what the actual eye can see, right? That's how we pretty much used to see in film, is that we used to be able to see high dynamic range in film because we used to see with our eyes, right? With this viewfinder, it provides that ability to actually see like how we used to see it, right? So that's the viewfinder that we're introducing. That we went into the production with that. So we're actively starting to rent that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And how much is it?
Right now, we're rental only, so we will only rent them with our camera packages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How has it lived up to the standards that Panavision gave it?
Yeah, well, DXL, we worked on it really hard. Yeah, we're very proud of the product. And
I
what
can
we
tell.
did, yeah, thanks. And what we did is we worked with a lot of many competent, really high-level, high-caliber companies. What we did is we partnered with them. We tapped into their technology, and we actually harnessed them to actually come together to actually make the DXL, right? And they really pulled it off. So we're really grateful for those companies that we partnered with.
You never asked me.
Well, yeah, we asked you to give us a good name, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, yeah, many of the actual things that we're doing right now are culminations and the cultivation of many of the actual partnerships that we have, right? So it's actually, we thank all of them right now, right? And yeah, it's actually a very complete camera system altogether. Yeah. So do we want to get into another thing? We're actually introducing a new color correction filter right there.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, it's a science. It looks like a science project, right? But what it is introducing is a new color correction filter. All digital camera systems have color correction filters inside of them. It's just that those filters are not really catered to how we shoot film or how we shoot movies, right? So what we did is we just pretty much designed it from the ground up. We took an actual filter, right, that we know, and we made it better. So we completely customized it from the ground up, and we made a whole new custom sensor out of it, which we spent a little bit more money, right, a little bit more time in order to create a very high quality filter. And with that, what we can do is we could actually preserve a lot of the actual rich colors, like the purples, the browns, and the oranges, right? And we could create a very flexible and very separated color palette, right? Very useful in the creative tool for cinematography, right? So that is one thing that we're actually making right now, very unique to this actual camera system. Yeah. Just going over to the camera a little bit, kind of talking about the camera, I talked about all the actual I/Os and every module coming together and actually coming together as a camera system. What we're doing, what we're showing right now is that we're offering different types of lens control interfaces, right? So right now we're partnered with a company named RT Motion. We're also partnered with a company named Tilta, Preston, C-Motion, Airy, to provide a hand controller for all types of hand controllers for all the lenses that we have. The actual new lenses that we have are all internally motorized. Internally motorized and have metadata also, so you don't have any motors hanging off the outside. You don't even have cables on the outside. All you have to do is you need the controller of your liking, right, and pop the lens on and you're off, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, that makes it very easy, very, very easy to set up, less room for failure, right? Less of a hassle, less weight, less everything, which is actually very good. Makes a cinematographer's job much easier, and so they could concentrate on more of their
I
craft.
can imagine, yeah, of course. And it's this right here?
Yeah, that's the controller. That's one of the controllers that we're offering. This is another version of the controller. All right, this is our T-Motion's controller. Yeah. In addition to that, what we're doing right now is that we have our Primo 70 line lenses, right, that are internally motorized and have metadata also. But we have a whole new lens series called the Primo Artiste. The Primo 70 line is actually a very high MTF, very high performing lens. But the Primo Artiste, we're actually creating a much more smoother, much more artistic kind of feel to it, so we could cater to the very, very high MTF, very, very crisp, sharp image, and kind of the soft, artistic image, right? So this is a whole new lens series that we're coming out with that would cater to the actual the softer look, the more forgiving look, right? The more cinematic type look that we actually sought after, right? So this is a whole new lens series that we're coming out with right now, also internally motorized as well. So. Yeah, so that is pretty much a rundown of exactly what's happened in the past year, and a lot has happened actually. So it's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
It's an amazing camera, 8K.
Yes, 8K resolution right now, 8K raw 5:1 compression, right? 8K also in VistaVision format, so that's considered large format, right? So it's bigger than the typical 35 millimeter that cinematographers like right now shoot with, right? So it offers a bigger area, which means a shallower depth of field, a magnification ratio that is actually closer to what we see in our eyes, and a field of view. Yeah.
So the color of light iron with the sensors of red, with the lenses of Panavision.
Yes.
That's the whole.
Yes. So we thought, yeah, that would be a good partnership and a kind of a good family to be in, because we could offer everything.
And it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's working out, I think. Yeah.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
welcome.